It's always a little bit disconcerting with YouTube. Did you get it on over there?
Yeah, it's just that tiny little beep. You can't see anything.
How do I see us live on YouTube?
It'll take a sec.
Okay.
We're making R2D2. Welcome YouTube if you've just joined us this morning. Thank you if you spent a little bit of time with us on Facebook this morning doing a fundraiser for cancer. That's it. That's all the hard stuff this weekend. We're going to make some R2D2 now. Little lollies for our sci-fi mix for HAL 9000. Some of the great iconic characters and bits and pieces. And I'm doing this, okay?
Erin Kennedy's the first, and she says hello.
Hey Erin, I love it when I see Erin Kennedy's name, can I just say.
We got so many hellos.
Makes me feel like everything's right with the world.
Didn't we receive a Christmas card from Erin?
I actually got delivered about 8 Christmas cards this morning. It's taken a long time for those to come through, obviously, but I'm going to have to do a little bit of... I haven't even had a chance to open them. It was too busy, too busy.
Alison Lugo says, what are we making today, guys?
Making R2D2 lollies.
What flavor is it?
It's blueberries, strangely enough.
Blueberry. R2D2. It's really just blue, white, grey, black.
Yeah. I think we need a decent amount of black. So we're going to outline stuff as we go.
I think we should.
I think we should. I reckon have more than
you might expect. Okay, I'll go with whatever you say, Cooper. I like it when I'm not in charge.
Yeah, I mean, once we start working, it'll kind of be split anyway, right? But now, yeah, I reckon we'll always get more than you need. More than you think you need.
See, I think that's going to be enough though.
Yeah, once we make the greys and stuff, it'll be mostly white. The inside's mostly white anyway.
Yeah. Always the hardest, if you're wondering what the hardest bit of candy making is, it's having the right amount of candy.
Yeah, it is dividing it up, it really is.
Knowing exactly, because you've got to make those kind of assessments right at the start.
Yeah, and there's no real way of telling if things are going to darken up or lighten up as you're expecting.
And it's fine if you've done it before, but if you haven't done it before, hello?
Well, we have made an R2 before, but it's been years.
Who did that? I didn't do that.
Maybe it was Craig and Tom. Way back then.
Way back in the day.
Back when I started.
How are you, young lady?
Very good, how are you?
Oh, you know, I'm alright. Better than some, not as good as others, but I think I'm doing pretty well, to be honest.
Always good.
How about yourself? Have you had the COVID yet?
I have not had the COVID yet.
You haven't had it yet? No.
Hoping to avoid it entirely, but...
Yeah, let's see what happens.
I am not. I want it now. I just want to get it over and done with. It's like this expectation that hangs over your head.
If I thought it was going to be over and done with, then sure. But I'm not sure that it will be. So I'm sort of at this stage of I go as long as possible, avoid it.
Avoid it for as long as possible. Well, that's kind of been the national... It's a national project.
It's quiet down here anyway.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, standing that close to the glass, you may find yourself in a YouTube video. I don't know if you're particularly... There you go. There you go. Problem solved.
You guys do live streams and everything. I did not realise today was one.
We actually are. This camera here is broadcasting us live to the world of YouTube. So if you're... look, I don't think you really need to worry. You're wearing a mask anyway.
I'm watched by the FBI, then why not stand?
Are you wanted by the FBI?
Not so far as I know, but
That
then if I was, then I'll tell
would
you.
be so cool.
Erin Kennedy on the live says, what you just said, Dave, has made my absolute week. Thank you.
No, look, Erin, look, you see these names pop up and they're kind of regular, and there are some that just kind of, I don't know, I was at home last night and I lost one of the little rubber things from the back of my gander pin, and I've been looking for one to replace it because it came off my jacket and I don't want to lose it. So there are some names that come up quite regularly. No point saying exactly who they are, but it makes my week too, Erin, so big up to you completely. It's more than mutual.
Rodrigo Basta is saying, hello, you guys are super awesome people. Hello to Dave and Cooper. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks, mate.
See, that's quite a lot of black.
Yeah, once we outline and stuff.
Doesn't matter if you got too much.
Yeah. Let's put it in the blue.
Stick it in the blue.
Where can you find us in Australia?
You can find us, we're in a centre, a little shopping arcade. It's not really a shopping centre, but a little arcade called the Rocks Centre, which is in the Rocks, Circular Quay. It really is part of, it's like the old part of Sydney. It's the Sydney CBD. It's actually quite beautiful, but not many Sydney-siders come here. Are you from Sydney?
I'm from Sydney.
And do you come here a little bit, or you never come here?
I rarely come here. I'm really in the city lately. I mean, I work from home, so
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't come into the city anymore.
So what brought you in today?
I took a holiday.
You took just a mental health day?
Mental health day. And
Nice.
nothing much is happening at work right now, so I figure after the holidays are done, school
Yeah.
holidays finished here in Australia, and so when there aren't so many crowds, international travel
It's a nut-
quite
yep.
opened up yet again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's going to be a while before the Rocks is busy again, I think.
I think so, yes. But I think I'll come round and I have to take photos because one of my friends is like, that sticky shop in Sydney.
That
let's
sticky
go
shop.
there." I was like, I have not been to the Rocks for a long time. I'm pretty sure I've been there before.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Well, I'd never been until I started working here, honestly.
I love it when really, really attractive women come in and they say, oh, I remember coming here as a 3-year-old, and I go, oh no, no.
Hello from Sutherland.
How old am
I think
I?
we've been here like 20 years. Just over
20 years. Actually, it was 20 years in December last year. Which
That
really...
may be about the time I stopped coming in.
So we are just cooling our candy down. The candy starts at about 160 degrees. It's actually not exactly 160 degrees, but I say that because it's about my only secret. Is the exact degree.
Well kept secret.
And we do aim for a very exact degree.
If you Google search hard crack, you can uncover all of their
All of
secrets.
If you just Google search crack, you uncover the rest.
Can you make a custom color for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send us a
Well, do you
swatch.
mean a colour that's never been made before? I'm not sure we could do that.
I feel like every color's been discovered.
Completely different
I
to
would
every
say
other
that they're-
colour. A combination of
You
colours.
can't really discover colours because they are just the different wavelengths of the visible light, the visible electromagnetic spectrum.
Elizabeth Warefield is saying, my
Oh, yeah?
kids love watching you guys every Thursday night. It's now becoming our family routine.
It's a routine, a little Thursday night ritual.
Pretty cool.
That's kind of neat.
Cool. Well, you've got Cooper and I and Captain Canada on the voices.
Pretty understand what she's saying. She'll have to translate.
Sometimes I don't understand what you're saying, and then I just go, yeah.
She's here. She's not ooting a boot.
She's here.
Ooting a boot. How are you guys today? Are you well?
Can you please make it Sonic for Sonic 2?
Ooh, actually, we should have put Sonic in the retro games mix.
That would have been
Yeah.
fun.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, that was the problem with retro games mix. There's just so many.
So we don't need a lot of gray.
No, we need
For those
Grandpa's
people
head
that-
and the little kickback arms.
For those of you who's just tuned in, they're making an R2D2 blueberry. Is that it?
Yeah, blueberry flavor.
Yeah, blueberry. I'm gonna move you guys down.
This
Here we go.
and this.
Watching your live stream, it's like, I can swear, you just walked into the shop. It's like, yes, actually, I did.
Yes, yeah, look at me. There's you.
There we go.
How you going? All right?
Is that alright?
I think we want to go a little bit more like that. Should be
Hard to
okay.
tell with the GoPro, huh?
It is hard to tell, but you have to tell on your. You're the one who can tell. Miranda can see it.
Now, do we want the white in that?
All right, I think that looks pretty good. Blue,
With
yes,
in him?
yes.
A little bit of white in that as well.
Yes,
There we
blue.
go.
There you go. So
Perfect.
there's not a lot of that. There's only going to be a bit.
Dave's the master
I'll
of
take that.
camera angles. Look at that.
So,
Hello, Sticky Crew from Davenport. Hello.
alright.
Why don't you're doing the grey, I'll stretch this. I don't want to stretch the blue, I just want to mix
Mix
it.
the blue, you reckon? Yeah.
Yeah. And then
agree with
I'll
that.
stretch the white. And then that
We need
goes
a
in there.
sticky
Okay,
Pittsburgh.
R2D2. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Do you know R2D2? From the Star Wars films?
Is this a trick question or
I
what?
don't, some people go, I've never seen Star Wars.
I was going to say, is this Geeky Freaky Friday or something?
We've been doing a science fiction mix the last week. So we did HAL 9000, we did Baby Yoda, we're doing the Star Trek symbol, we're doing, what else are we doing? A couple of other things.
Keith Hornick says, hello, Miranda, David, and Cooper. I love watching you guys
G'day,
from
Keith.
Taco,
Toccoa.
Toccoa, Georgia. Thank you.
Yeah, I know where Kate's from.
I still
Yeah?
think we should do Marvin the Paranoid Android.
I think so too.
Someone's saying you should do the Mandalorian.
I have done the Mandalorian before. He's the best guy helmet, the best guy steel.
Mate, yeah, we did.
Oh, Joshua is saying Star Trek is better.
Star Trek is better.
Yeah.
I always get amazed that there's people who invest so much in whether one's better than the other one.
Yeah,
I love them both.
it's like the Apple and Android debate.
Subject
Oh, no,
of
no, that's not
Baby
Apple,
Yoda and the
but-
Mandalorian. I
Donut.
make suggestions on what to do with Baby Yoda.
Someone, who is it?
His name is actually David, I'm pretty sure.
You should walk in and thank David for sending you a massive baby Yoda.
Giant Baby Yoda. Actual size. Full scale, 1 to 1.
Hey, I'm pretty checking the names. I don't want to get it wrong. That would be awful.
Here we go, Dave.
It's actually Brian. My bad.
I mean, that's
Ryan.
almost
Brian.
Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. He's super cute. He's also massive.
I was gonna say, he's cute.
He's like actual baby size.
Yeah, maybe he's a life replica.
I think this is the size Baby Yoda actually
It's
is.
the caps in school.
Isn't his name Gogru?
Grogu.
Yes, it is.
Grogu.
Grogu.
Everyone just
It
calls
is.
him Baby Yoda.
But if Baby Yoda's better, because he is Baby Yoda. I don't know
Grogu
if
it
it's
is.
too hot for you. Turn it
You
up a
don't even
bit.
need to watch it. I just have a lot of friends who do.
Ooh, this
Okay.
is
So, who's
You haven't watched The Mandalorian?
I haven't.
No.
I'm terrible at watching TV shows.
So, it's hard to commit to the big ones. Like,
I get distracted very easily, and so
Okay.
I start watching something and then wander off somewhere else. And then it's like, oh, what's this?
as soon as I see it's an hour-long episode and there's about 20, I'm like, oh, that's a commitment. That's quite a bit. Lindsay is saying Star Trek and Star Wars are both equally awesome.
They are
So
both
that's good.
equally awesome. Thank you, Lindsay. Was it Lindsay? 'Cause
Yes, it was.
I have to say I'm equally enamoured of both.
Did you know, I did a trivia quiz over the weekend. Did you know that Dune inspired Star Wars?
That's why I
course.
didn't recognize his name because he's on YouTube all the time and he's Beastman. He's always on our
Beast
YouTube.
Man.
Ah,
But I didn't because it's not the same name that I've got on Instagram.
thank you, Beastman.
Yes, Dune, of course Dune inspired a lot of science fiction, but that whole idea of a galactic empire and
Realm.
it's very Dune. Oh, that's the other one we're doing for the sci-fi mix is a sandworm, I think we're putting in there.
Are we?
Sandworm. Wow, okay.
This is like our old peach design.
I'm just supposed to do this. So I'm going to start on R2's eye.
We're gonna do the eye. Okay, I'll do the little blue thing underneath. Little stripe of buttons or whatever they are.
Yeah, I'm going to put the white and the black and that blue. And then if you make that,
I'll do that
yep,
section underneath.
yep.
Have we ever made a
Same
crocodile? I was wondering.
Do we have a what?
Made a crocodile.
Made. Not that I can recall, no.
We should totally put one in the Aussie mix.
Pretty Australian.
What's the flavor? I'm a little late.
This one,
It's blueberry.
blueberry.
Simply enough. There, that's enough for its two little arm things.
Okay.
Tiffany's saying that Grogu makes an appearance in Boba Fett. Is it Boba Fett or Boba Fett?
It's kind of a lot of Americans say Boba Fett, but I would say Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
I'd say Boba Fett, yeah.
Let's say Boba
I'm
Fett.
happy to be told I'm wrong, I don't really care.
Like boba tea, soda tea.
Yeah. I guess.
Or is it Boba Tea?
Boba tea, soda tea. I don't know how to pronounce
I've always just called it bubble tea, so that
Oh, bubble tea.
kicked me right out, mate.
Okay, so
So do you have a diagram, Dave, that you're going
I
on?
do have a little diagram here that I'm kind of working on. It's a little picture of R2, but it's not a photograph or anything. We're just doing something inspired by R2.
Okay. William Moresi is saying, what's your favorite candy design that you have ever done? I really like the gnome. I don't know why.
The gnome was really, really good.
You know, you can. That's still for sale as an NFT.
The gnome.
You know.
Yep.
You started doing NFTs and damn it.
I did with that one. I just thought, why not? Little bit of art. Like the actual lolly doesn't last forever. You may as well.
Make the art last forever?
make a little bit of art. It might. So, but and I said, as long as someone offers me over 5 cents can have it.
Who offers you 5 cents?
No one's bid 5 cents yet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I still don't understand how those things work.
Well, neither do I. That's why I had to go. I thought, you know what? Why not?
Felicity Morris is saying the book of Boba Fett is pronounced Bo.
Yes, look, it's one of those things I grew up. It's like Peter Jackson said it was smell, but there's no way it was smell. It's always small. It'll always be small.
His name was Smell? S-M-A-L-L.
Peter Jackson in his Lord of the Rings movie said it was smell.
Not small?
No, it's small.
Oh.
But you know, someone makes the TV show or something and they think they get eternal naming rights.
My whole life, I have a cousin named Catherine, and just a few years ago, my aunt just came out saying it's actually Catherine. I was like, oh, so I've called my cousin the wrong name her whole life?
You didn't correct us.
Whoops. Yeah, exactly. Well, whoops.
Yeah. You should have.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Tom. Tommy.
You
Good. How are you? We're on YouTube.
This.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. I'm on comments. I knew you'd come in today.
How are your bits going? Because I want to know what I can use.
I knew you'd come in. I was like, I know he's coming. You want Tommy?
That's for the...
Yeah, I'm not making any lollies. They are. Yeah, I'm doing comments.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's top end.
Talking to people.
On your blue thing.
Pardon?
Has Mum said anything?
No, nothing. Or maybe and I just missed it.
I'm just going to make this.
You guys want some lollies?
Fair it up.
You want
Speaking of Star Wars.
That is, yeah.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum.
This is
Ba, ba, ba,
It is unrolled.
ba.
This is Tom's brother, Dave.
Is it?
Yeah, this is the brother-in-law.
How
That's
come,
Charlie.
how come you got all the height and he's so short?
Oh!
I got the long curls and the height.
He got the curls and the height.
What did he get?
He got the good looks.
He got the good
Yeah.
looks. So that's kind of
I'm giving you something.
He got the height. He's tall-ish.
That's quite funny.
Where do you recommend to get food around?
I don't even know. Pony's at the end.
So, yep, you got that. So, put it around.
That's the client. Or do you want something?
You do that. That goes there like that.
The beer and all.
With a beer. Any of the stuff around here, I'll give you a piece of coffee with beer.
Okay.
Maybe you try it as well.
Anyway, back to comments, sorry. Fun fact, Baby Yoda is not Baby Yoda. His name is actually Grogu.
His name is actually Grogu. We know. But it's better. Baby Yoda's better.
My great aunt has a ringtone set to the Imperial March when her ex-husband
See,
calls.
because it's not his official name, so they can't copyright Baby Yoda.
Ah, okay. So this is Baby
See you,
Yoda.
Miranda.
Bye, thanks for coming in, guys. See you later. Yeah, see you. It's okay to pronounce a word differently than the intended because
So
it
that's-
shows you
that's my
first
entire, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Lori says it's okay to pronounce a word differently than intended because it shows you first read the book. Usually, a mispronounced word sticks with you compared to the proper word.
Yes. Well, when it comes to small, right? Honestly, I think Peter Jackson got that one wrong.
Did he?
He got it wrong. I should call him and tell him.
Yeah, I reckon it's good though.
They should remake the entire Lord of the Rings series
It's redone the part of it.
Why should they remake it? It was done so well the first time.
because he called him Smaug.
Oh my gosh.
So
That was a great
flavor
series.
will ask you to be.
Blueberry flavour.
Okay.
Alright, so
We
here.
like to keep it simple so we don't forget.
No, that's fair.
Blue on the outside, blueberry flavour, easy.
Miranda, where would I find the gift jars?
The gift jars.
Under the...
Oh, okay, it's like not out the back.
No.
Okay, so this is going to run across the top of the head. I didn't think I'd do under his head because that can go on the...
Yeah, on the rectangle.
This is a
I think.
good question for all of us. Dave, have you tried both the boysenberry and the Kwangdong flavor?
Yes, I try everything you make, yes.
And which one do you prefer?
I'd go with Kwangdong over boysenberry, but boysenberry's... They're both quite good.
They're both quite good. I think am I saying it right?
I
Sorry.
have no idea how to pronounce it.
Condom.
Kongdong.
This may be a slightly special question. Do you remember condom flavored aeroplane jelly?
I never had the aeroplane jelly, no.
Okay.
That
They
sounds
had
great.
something like that in the late 80s, early 90s, covering
Okay.
the whole Australiana thing from the
Yeah.
bicentennial.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, I was just wondering if anybody else remembers that. It was
No, I
a
do not.
childish dream.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds great though.
I find it hard to go past the
You're
port wine aeroplane jelly
a
personally.
full wine man, Dave.
Port wine.
That doesn't shock me.
Oh, I don't know. Doreen Boyer says just like J.K. Rowling, she says that the T in Voldemort is actually silent and everyone says it wrong.
Is that what JK says? Because if JK says it, then I'll go with JK. She wrote it.
Yeah, J.K. says that. She says it's supposed to be Voldemort,
Voldemort.
not Voldemort.
I know that kind of makes sense given the English and French
Yeah,
law thing.
So I'm going to give
and
this
the
to you.
Channel Battle.
That's going to sit.
Okay.
That's going to sit on
I just had a
top.
conversation with it the other day. I said that having a pea and raspberry, what's the point?
Don't Americans drop it? None of these.
I don't know.
No, everyone says
Ras-
Voldemort.
Raspberry. I say raspberry.
Why do I know anything about Americans?
Everyone else says raspberry, and then there's so many English words that just have unnecessary letters.
I think the one thing is, you know, English language mugs other languages and it's pockets their vocabulary.
Okay.
It's a cherry factory, like I said. I'm not quite sure what the word
There's a lot of things. I always say one that really grinds my gears, having a pea and raspberry. Just makes
She was
sense.
really complaining about that the
I
other day.
really was. Still am.
complains about it every day.
I'm sorry. Cooper's kind of tired of me
We
now.
were talking about something like actually important the other day. It's like, you know what?
But
Why is there a P now?
why is there a G in design and a K in knife? So many.
Or K and knife.
That's what I just said, yeah.
No, knife.
Oh, true. Wow, that's a new one. Maybe because it's different from night sky.
Why does GH make an F sound?
Does it?
Alright, so.
Wow, mind blown.
Okay, so blue, this is okay.
Wow,
So this.
I say raspberry, says Elizabeth Carpenter.
Ah,
I'm afraid I always think of
What else? What
the
else
Mel
good for you here?
Brooks thing.
not much. I'm just going to make
Spaceballs?
these little.
Okay.
Yeah. These little
Rick
adverts,
Moranis
right?
saying, there's only one man, one day, give me the round.
Could you make that line in the middle of them there black or
Yes.
gray?
Yeah.
I just like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Raspberries taste like raspberries. Snozzberries taste like snozzberries. Yeah. Miso Soup has asked about 3 times now. David, what is your favorite Star Wars character? Only David. No one else.
Character.
Yeah.
Look, I think the only really complex character is I really like Darth Vader.
Really?
Yeah, like his journey through hero to villain to redemption. Yeah, I think that's a really that's the best most well-drawn character. I do like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but mostly because it's Ewan
I
McGregor.
was going to say that's because you were there, right?
Yeah.
What do dongberries taste like? Aussie berry.
What does a dongberry taste like?
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know.
Tastes like dong.
An Aussie berry. Okay.
Yeah, everyone knows what dong tastes like.
What animals have you guys done that are Australian?
Kangaroos, koalas, quokkas.
Oh, that was for the Toronto Zoo, wasn't it?
Not Taronga, it's the Sydney Wildlife Park. Hmm?
Oh,
Yeah, wildlife one or something.
So how wide are you? So this will be... Oh, no. Stick there.
hello from
Don't
New
move.
Zealand.
Across the Dutch Road.
Charlie threw me off my phone.
Just a minute.
How much candy does one batch usually make?
What was that, sorry?
How much candy does one batch usually make?
It depends on the size of the batch. This one will probably get about 4,500 pieces out of. We're working with 10 kilos of product at the moment.
Do you lose a lot during the construction phase, or?
Depends on what we're making. Just depending on what we're up to exactly.
That.
You've worked out the size already?
Well, I've kind of, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough.
Okay.
Looking at our
Looking at our head.
head. It's going to be a little bit
From
wider.
Paisley, who's asking what we're doing. These are making R2D2. It's going to be blueberry flavor. They're pretty close to being done.
Yep.
You guys going to give him all his little buttons?
Yeah,
Yeah?
They're already in.
they're already there.
Oh, wow.
All these buttons should kind of be in already.
He doesn't speak, does he? He just makes
R2D2?
noise. Yeah.
Yeah, you just make noises.
I don't understand how he treks through the whole universe with everyone else on his two little wheels. He goes through sand like nothing.
That's why he come around like Luke. Because Luke's got the force.
It's
So
Dalek
they're not
technology.
through the rocks, they rock the
Oh, true. Good point.
radius. But he does all the things.
They go into swamp waters in one movie. He's fine.
Yeah, all terrain.
Oh, you're black.
Thank you, Miranda. Okay, so you've got that. That's going to go there. You can put a little thing on top.
Yeah, do you want
Because
one on
I
top?
don't have it in between.
You want one on top and one underneath?
I've got one on top here.
Okay.
And yes, you need a little thing on the top here.
Hello
I'll
from
do that.
So,
And I'll
Boris.
whack that.
yep.
While you're doing that.
someone saying he speaks droid. He doesn't speak a language. Sorry, everyone.
But everyone
God, how
needs to
could you not know that,
understand.
Miranda? What are you paying for?
How many hours does it take from start to finish to make the candy?
Generally one. Depending on what we're making, but and actually it's been one of the really interesting things about doing these lives is on average everything takes about an hour. It doesn't matter what you're making.
Well, that's because we try and get it done in an hour.
What about fruits? Do those take an hour?
No.
No?
The standard retail stuff's really quick, and if we do little pillows, they're really quick. But if we're trying to do designs and words and things, about an hour.
And what about our custom logos with people's names in it? Do those take a long time?
Depends on the name.
Is
Oh,
are they
true.
doing a 2-letter thing or a
Charlotte, now.
14-letter thing?
There's one at the back with two very long
What was
names.
the one?
I know.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
If you do choose to get married, try and marry someone with a short name.
Yeah, long names are hard.
Well, just don't come to us for your lollies. Marry a long name individual and don't come to
There's
us.
one at the back, I think it's
Sticky
20
USA.
letters.
Talk to Craig at Sticky USA.
15, yeah.
Oh, 15.
15
Wow.
to 16, yeah. He's.
I've got one of those names with a lot of letters in it.
Yeah, but yours has so many A's and R's. You just make it quadruple R.
Yeah, but if you were getting married, we'd just put Moose, wouldn't we? Or
Yeah. sure.
CC for Captain Canada.
I put Randy.
Randy.
Randy. Everyone calls me Randy.
Hey, Randy.
We don't call
Randy.
you Randy.
That's not because it's your name.
We should start calling it Randy.
Even if Raspberry has a
No,
P,
that's
I'm
right.
an American. and
It's
still
Randy.
say
It's now
Raspberry.
Randy.
No, Randy.
Randy Randa.
Randy.
So that's probably going to be too big, actually. Now I think about it.
Can you do
Put that thing on there.
C3PO?
I have done C3PO's face before.
I remember that.
Who is C3PO? Is that the gold guy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
R2D2's offsider.
Okay, now why does R2D2 get a name and C3PO gets...
No, that is his.
I know, but that's just...
Why R2D2 is the
Oh,
same as C3PO.
That's his droid delineation.
I'm starting to think
Model-
maybe you
model
haven't seen
return.
Star Wars, Randy.
I just finished watching. I just did this whole marathon of Star Wars and then The Mandalorian.
You seem to be asking a lot of
Take
great
anything in
questions.
on a marathon though. You'll sort of just usually wash over you, and at the end of it, you're like, my head is packed full of so much stuff.
Yeah, what did I
Yeah.
actually take on board?
Yeah, Yeah, true.
So you
I did watch like
seen,
4 episodes in one night.
I don't know. If
So
you
it
can,
does
you're gonna
kind of
have to
just
put
like,
I made it.
yeah.
And you can have an
Whereas, you know,
adjust.
the rest of us have had
This
Do
is
you
your
want this on that way or the other way?
the other way. Yep.
Okay, wow.
And then this is going to go all the way around.
I remember being a little girl and watching the scene of Darth Vader exposing himself to Luke.
Hang on, what? We've seen a very different version of this film, can
When
I
he
say?
tears off his helmet. Not that. Oh, that's an. Oh.
Have you seen that, what he's talking about? And I'm going to make a confession here. I actually have seen the version you're talking about.
Oh, okay. No, not like that. Anyway, that took a turn.
Oh, David.
Really fast.
No, it was quite good.
I don't think
Era.
he wants to go down that path.
No.
Not on YouTube.
I'm talking about the helmet. I should really think before I speak.
Darth Vader exposing himself to
Darth Vader exposed himself to young boys.
What I was shocked by, his face was like blue. Because he was, I don't know why, maybe it was the oxygen, but his face was purpley and
the death
blue.
scene?
Yes.
Yes, his death scene, yes.
The whole depth of that
I
force
mean, I think that's
thing.
past spoil rich now.
Oh, that was so
I mean,
funny,
we've said
Randy.
everything. Yeah, it's okay. Sorry, everyone, if you haven't watched it.
No wonder they called you Randy.
Behind the times. Yeah, I heard there was an inappropriate term in this country, the name Randy.
Not inappropriate.
No?
It's just very descriptive.
Okay.
You can be as randy as you like.
See, that's the word, Randy, means something.
I think the thing with Australians is that you give us an inch and we will bloody well take that mile and run with it in the dirtiest way possible.
Okay.
Pretty much,
That's a general
yeah.
rule.
I mean, like,
The unofficial national language.
the Australian I chose to live with is not like that.
Well, that's because he's half bloody English or something. It's like this one. This one's had 50 years with us here.
Okay, true.
I was born here.
Oh, you were
That's it.
born here.
Yeah.
Yeah, half
Born
English.
here.
The 50 years of Australianism. You'll miss that fleeing every chance he gets.
Okay, yesterday Cooper said a very funny term, and I was like, yeah, I forget I'm in Australia sometimes. Where we're all working really hard, and he was like, we're not here to play with spiders.
Yeah, Dave's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourites.
That is one of mine. I love it.
Right, so there.
What an Aussie
they're going to
term.
be his arms.
We're not here to play with spiders.
Yes, yes.
The rest of the country
Yes,
isn't either.
So arms.
JJ says, Miranda, you should have said revealing his identity. That would have been better.
Oh, I liked exposing himself.
Sorry.
All right, and the last little
Molly
bit, these little wheelie
Davidson,
bits.
there you go.
These little wheelie bits.
Do you put the flavoring in before?
I love
color?
how there's families out there watching this with their 7-year-olds going,
Mommy, what's up?
Mommy, what's he talking about?
Your white's gonna.
Then she'll have to dig up the old Star Wars parody tape. Show the kids exactly what he's talking about.
It's yeah, there's the scene where
You don't need to dig up parody tape. You can just use
so
it.
when Darth Vader interrogates Leia and
I am your stepfather.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway. It's getting even more out of hand for now.
Elizabeth Warefield says, do you put the flavoring in before you color, or is it added while you're coloring?
Before.
Everything is the same flavour. We're actually not far away. I've just got to do his little wheelie bits for the bottom. We've got his helmet, we've got his thing, we've got his thing, we're going to stick that on, that goes there.
It's now wrapped in black. So Cooper's got R2D2.
Wrapped
Dave's
in
just
black.
getting his legs, or wheels. Much love from Ohio.
Ohio. And what he'll need is, I think, almost like a cradle
like
to go over, like,
Yeah.
cradle that comes down a little bit here, because his arms will go.
Arms will go to there, yeah? Yeah, that was right.
Now these two aren't really going off a diagram, they're just kind of going off a picture.
Yeah, we just have the picture from the mix. Whoop.
Yeah, so really it's all just artwork. that you
Making
see
it
in
up
front
as
of
you go. There is a picture for inspiration, but then
But this is winging it.
Will you be
True
selling these
sense
straight
of
away? Will you be selling these straight away?
If you'd
Yeah,
like
we
a
can
bag,
save it
yes,
off the
we can
table
always
for
make
sure.
you up some. Dave, have you had any famous Australians come into the shop over the 20 years that you've been open?
yes.
Oh, who?
We had Russell Crowe came in. but that was in Bondi.
Okay.
Famous Australians.
Chris Hemsworth.
He had Pink once,
Oh wow. Cool.
but she comes to Australia all the time.
Yeah, I met her in the markets.
Yeah.
Once I too. She was lovely.
Really?
Yeah, she's really nice.
Oh, I was obsessed with the
She's
music as a
a
girl.
lot more popular here than she is anywhere else in the world.
I think it's because she's just really cool.
A punk rock chick.
I don't really like her music, but I think just she as a person is like sick.
I really like that song. I made my daughters listen to it over and over, that Stupid Girls song.
Oh,
Which one is it? No, 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 no.
Stupid girls,
Yeah.
stupid girls,
Oh, okay.
stupid girls.
She probably doesn't eat a lot of candy.
Probably not.
Pink?
No, Ash Party.
Ash Party.
Someone's saying,
Okay.
Trace and Barton saying, I love your shirt, Cooper.
Thanks, man. I think it's the logo for Rock, actually.
Maybe if I act like that, push up my bra like that, I wanna be a stupid girl. So that's
Zoli Adventures saying, I love the music in the background. What is it? Lo-fi?
Lo-fi copyright, Twitch-friendly beats or something like that.
We've had Nintendo, we've had Star Wars in it, we've had all sorts of things.
It's if you search on Spotify, if you search for copyright-free music, you get something like this.
Yeah, it's pretty much more of the same.
It's good for focusing. You really just...
Which is a bit of a shame, really, because I pay quite a lot of money each year to be able to play music in my shop. But it doesn't work on streaming. YouTube has a bit of a conniption. They write me emails saying, you can't do that. Which is fair enough.
Who do you have to pay? You pay APRA as well?
I pay APRA. Oh no, it's One Music these days.
Okay.
It used to be APRA and the phonograph
Something or other.
something or other, but now they amalgamated into One Music.
Okay.
Ground Zero asks, can we make Pokemon lollies?
Yeah,
We make them.
frequently make Pokemon, actually.
And then they don't catch them all.
Yeah. We do
We
make
do
Pokemon.
do Pokemon mix.
We even do like little Pokeballs inside of the mix. Very cool.
The last time we did it,
Alright.
Ian and I did like
Is that
a mix
it?
of Pokeballs. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did the different stages of Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All in
Exactly.
one batch,
It
huh?
was really annoying, yeah. I'm actually shocked how good your artwork is.
My concern now is this is not wide enough.
So Cooper just finished wrapping the top of R2D2 with some white. David just handed him over the legs of R2D2. Now they're just going to finally assemble it so that it's one sculpture. There we go. Laura's saying, thumbs up to you guys. Looks great so far.
So far, this is where we get everyone to cross their fingers because there's nothing we can do now. If it's terrible already.
This is the part where it just feels promising and then you just don't know.
I'm going to put a little dome on the bottom, or
Yeah.
3 domes,
Yeah, I
and then
guess
wrap.
we don't.
3 domes in a wrap.
Yeah.
Sunset Cottage.
Hey?
I did get my hair done. Thank you for noticing.
We do 3.
We're pretty just do 3 small homes.
Leo Sim says the blue is absolutely mesmerizing. Can't stop staring at it.
It's really pretty color
That's going to be for the outside.
Okay.
And I am going to zap this to make my life easy.
While working on the design, can you feel any difference in texture between the stretched and the non-stretched paint?
Yeah, you certainly can.
What does it feel like if you can describe it?
I like a hot dough, I guess, with the stretch ones.
And then the solid one that kind of just feels like...
Similar, but a bit more firm, I guess.
It kind of feels like Starburst, don't you think?
A little.
The solid candy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels kind of more gelatinous than the stretch one. The stretch one definitely feels more like marshmallowy almost.
Okay.
Doesn't quite have the same spring back that marshmallow does that.
The marshmallow is really sticky. This is only sticky if it's wet.
Yeah.
Ow.
Gremlining around over there, you right?
Stepping on Ollie's.
Fair enough. Pick up as well.
What?
Pick up that order? What do you say? Delivery. Yeah, pick up. Yeah. Make a small box or something if you want. There might be some in the storeroom too.
Alright. So, 3 donuts now. Alright then.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit skinny. Can we get a little bit square now?
Someone's asking how Connor's doing.
Connor's doing great.
It's actually doing really well.
Yeah, it's been here for a bit of a week now. I think he's doing awesome. We made a pineapple together yesterday and it turned out great. Yes, hello. Hello from Bo Robinson.
What about a strip and 2 loaves?
I think maybe a little thing over the top and then like a little thing over the top.
Slightly bigger little thing over the bottom. And 2 loaves on the side maybe.
Yep.
So David and Cooper are just trying to figure out a way to keep him round. They don't want to lose the shape that they just tried so hard
We
to
can
sculpt.
make him round. The question is to wrap him in white so that it doesn't lose the shape that we want him to be.
Yeah.
Because the white being the negative space can actually have quite a profound effect on the
So
shape
does
of
the
looks.
white need to be hot or cold for it to keep the
Kind of
shape?
better if it's softer in the shape that you're making.
Okay.
So that the white molds itself to the
So does that mean
shape
you
rather
want?
than the shape molding itself to the white.
So does that mean you want your shape to be quite solid?
Yes.
Okay. Frankie wants to know what your favorite flavor is.
Generally it's peppermint, but it does change. We've been experimenting with some new things lately that I really like.
I do really like that fondant one.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I've always been a big fan of peach, and it's just like a stronger version of that.
Imagine that with some cream in it.
Yeah.
That might be weird.
Fondant and cream.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got the top or the bottom one here?
That's the top.
That's the top one? Okay.
And then this is going to go on the bottom.
Janet wants to know if the new place for production is also for retail sales.
No, it's not. You can't actually go in there.
It is only for manufacturing, Lois. It is quite lovely. It is quite sticky though because everything's brand new.
There's on the bottom.
Preppy Aesthetic Girl 13 says hello to Annabelle.
Yep.
Renee says hello from Dubai. Lollipop Angel says good
Hey,
morning,
Dubai.
Sticky Crew.
It's such an interesting time in Dubai. What a strange place.
It does seem like an odd place.
It is a terribly odd place. Well, this is Star Wars 2.
Back in Cantina.
Are different spots on the, I think that's a warming table.
It's a heating surface, yeah.
Are there different spots have different heat?
Yes, stops being hot here, stops being hot here.
I guess I was more thinking like different temperatures, like this is the super warm bit or this is the less warm bit.
You can fiddle with it and make it different, but generally speaking, it's generally consistent.
Yeah, it
across.
floats between 120 and about 150 as a rule. But we do have,
Going so sticky.
There's
I think, but there is a left and right side, so we have control over each. So when we get to the final process when we're extruding, I normally have that side a little bit higher than this side. It makes it more manageable when you're giving it to your partner.
shout out from Scotland. Good morning, Scotland.
Shit, so high the new Scotland. Så blir det kommer life neck today.
I'm behind Independence, lassie. I used to live up in Scotland.
Watercraft's full of eels. Full of eels, it tells you.
Oh my gosh. ADT says, love the candy. Thank you. I didn't know you could do a Scottish accent, Dave.
There's a vein for it.
Yeah?
It's about the only one. Everything else
Every
I do.
opportunity you get. You guys Scottish?
Really? What about Irish? Can you do Irish?
No, I can't do Irish.
No, just I feel like Scottish is harder than Irish.
My daughter does quite a good Irish accent. She watched a lot of Dairy Girls.
Annabelle held like a Irish accent for a good solid hour.
Where's she gone? She's not here.
No, she's not here. She's left. She's heard her name and run.
Hi, Annabelle.
Everyone wants to hear your Irish accent.
Do you have to watch it fresh?
Yeah, you really
Yeah. Hello from South Dakota. I love you guys. Thank you, Mean Husky. What a name. Shout out from Florida.
I
It's
can do
almost
quite a good Indian accent and not a bad Chinese accent, but it sounds terribly racist when you do it.
Yeah. Thanks, I know.
Well, it's not wrong.
It's almost 2 in the morning here in the UK, and I'm on the verge of falling asleep.
I had this awesome experience when I was in India, and I absolutely loved India. But I went to this place in Amritsar called the Golden Temple. I arrived in Amritsar, and rickshaw driver was like, where would you like to go? I said, see, it sounds racist when I do it, doesn't it? But it's not. He said, where would you like to go? And I said, oh mate, look, I want to go to the Golden Temple. And he had no idea what I was saying. I said, the Golden Temple, man, the Golden Temple, the holy building of the Sikh people. It's an extraordinary place. I want to go to the Golden Temple. He didn't understand. I said, I want to go to the Golden Temple. And he went, oh, the Golden Temple.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're like my favourite people on earth, and they have the best sense of humour.
Well, Margie C says hello from India
I know.
itself.
From India?
Yeah, hello Margie.
Hey, Margie! Whereabouts in India are you? Spent most of my time in the north, got as far south as Goa. But I really want to do Kerala.
I've always wanted to go to India.
Extraordinary place.
I had some friends live in Sri Lanka for a few years, and they said it's absolutely amazing.
It changes the way you understand the world and the way you understand humanity. Literally cannot speak highly enough of it as an experience.
They worked over on like a tea farm where they made chai tea.
Yeah. In Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like the home of chai tea.
Stunning.
A friend of mine's dad is responsible for like 60% of the infrastructure in Sri Lanka.
Oh, really?
Dad is studying there.
That's cool.
Lovely family.
Absolutely
Insanely
wonderful place.
Oh, that just makes me sad. Donna says we're having snowstorms in Canton, Michigan. Snowstorms? It's 25 degrees here today.
It's cold. I almost
But
had
it's
to dig
cold.
up. I almost had to dig up a cover.
Snowstorms in Texas. A friend of mine in Texas was actually complaining about snowstorms. I don't know if it was like the last couple of days or if it was
Yeah, I
can't
vaguely
remember
remember reading something about that. Maybe on
Yeah.
Deal last week someone was saying
We
that
have got
someone
a
in
Sticky
Texas.
Friends private Facebook group, and it's all the Americans are talking about at the moment is the weather.
Yeah, it's
Well, I
quite
guess they are
bad.
having quite fairly dramatic, shall we say, weather.
Yeah, dramatic's pretty the word for it.
Even in places like Pennsylvania.
Hey,
Why
hey,
does my
from
wife ask for-
Kazakhstan?
From Kazakhstan?
No,
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan. Holy moly. Hey?
It was a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Shout out
Kyrgyzstan.
to Pakistan.
Pakistan.
We're having ice
See, I have not been
storms
to
in
Pakistan, but I
Pittsburgh.
would love to go to Pakistan. Amritsar is the closest I got. Jaisalmer. I got to Jaisalmer, which was not that far away.
Oh, it's quite
It's
stiff.
not sticking down that much.
It is quite stiff.
There we go. If you've stuck around to the end, thank you so much.
R2D2, come on R2D2.
Yeah,
See, she does quite a good R2D2.
I think if you both did it at the same time, it'd be insane. 3D sound thing.
There you go, Kurt.
Do you mind wrapping that up while I change this spot?
Good thing.
Fine, thank you.
terrible weather in the USA. How is yours?
I do deeply apologise if my terrible Indian accent came across as in any way less than full of love. What a country. I've spent 6 months when I was young.
That's all you talk about every
I
time
know.
you're here.
Oh,
I've never heard you talk about it on a holiday. I've heard Annabelle talk about how you didn't take her to Disneyland like a million times. But
that wasn't a holiday.
When you're a kid, that's all you want to do. You just want to
It
go to
is.
Disneyland. Just go to Disneyland.
I remember being an adult trying to get into Disneyland and not being able to go in and being
I would just say-
devastated as an adult. Like, I can't go into Disneyland. What are you
why
saying?
couldn't you go into Disneyland?
Oh, because they were max caps
Criminal record.
when I went.
Okay.
No, no
I don't think they let Canadians in.
no criminal record.
Scared that thing in the background text.
No, I was there when
not her.
Trump was getting like voted in. I was in Florida,
Yeah.
and he held a rally at Disneyland. And when we got up to the gates, they're like, we put max capacity.
Disney World.
Sorry, Disney World.
Couldn't you
Sorry.
just put a big red hat on?
Same thing. They were still at max cap.
I
I didn't even know he was there, and I was like, oh no, I can't go. I was devastated. I wanted to meet all the princesses and.
The best thing you
All
can
that
do
stuff.
is spend all of your money and spend like a night or two.
It
in a
is
hotel.
not my fault we didn't go to Disneyland. I was just like, it's my wife's fault. She hates crowds and queues and if someone said let's go to Disneyland, oh not this weekend, we'll go.
The trick is feign an injury.
At Disneyland.
Disneyland.
And then what happened there?
They give you like access to a wheelchair or crutches, and then you go through the like easy access gate the whole time. My mate was
Terrible, Cooper.
well, my mate couldn't walk when we went. Because He hurt
Okay.
himself shooting Mortal Kombat or something, whatever it was they were shooting.
She hurt herself shooting.
Come on R2D2.
Yeah.
In the movie. More
Yeah,
than
he was a stunt guy in one of the stunt film at the time, and he hurt his ankle. And we're like, look, you can't really walk for that long. And they're like, oh, I have this wheelchair and it's all the quick access gates. We're like, really? So we were just gonna carry him. They're like, you guys can't carry him all day.
How about like give you a bit of a hand up?
Yeah.
It's -10 in southern Ontario. It's 70 degrees and rainy today for Linda Ball. -2 in Korea.
We do like Korea.
North Korea?
Probably not.
They just said
Got
Korea.
a few mates in Seoul and Jeju. Can't imagine it's people making lollies there at the moment.
People are talking about the Olympics in the comments. Is the Olympics about
Yeah, I
time?
think the Winter Olympics starts today.
It starts tomorrow.
The 4th of Feb.
I think it's already started. I saw something had happened.
GXRL says so the Olympics opening is tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So maybe it is today for us.
Yeah, today for us, but it'll be the 4th of Feb. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it'll be a few hours behind.
It looks a little bit more like a Dalek.
It does look more like a Dalek.
Does it look like R2D2?
It's a crossover Doctor Who R2D2 Dalek.
He might tidy it up.
I bet you he looks great.
Hey?
Yeah, that conical cylindrical.
Someone's
little bit.
asking Cooper, is
My
that
baby.
really stiff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our baby gave it away.
Gave it away.
Look at those muscles.
Look at the muscle.
I reckon if there was an arm wrestling competition, I feel like Cooper would win.
I reckon Ian had to be beat.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah. I reckon he's stronger than I am.
You think so?
Yeah, I just don't think he.
It is. It's a Dalek droid.
Dalek droid.
It doesn't really look like a Dalek or like a droid. Oh, there we go.
Oh, here you go, Dave.
Yeah.
Lollipop Angel is saying Hong Kong Disneyland is a smaller park with smaller crowds. So you can now take Annabelle to that park because there wouldn't be any crowds.
There's another Disneyland I cannot take it to.
Why?
Euro Disney I cannot take it to.
I've been to Euro Disney.
Have you?
You didn't take me.
So you didn't take me.
But you can't get into Hong Kong right now. Like Hong Kong's a powerful flight.
Ah!
Oh, we
Well,
talked
then-
about how Dad's abused me by not taking me to Disneyland. I have to
I'll take you to Disneyland.
Valerie Wallace wants to know what we're making.
Yeah.
So
Do the
if, you,
Segway tour as well. Oh, you don't have to walk.
if you've just tuned in, thank you. they're making R2D2 and he's blueberry flavor.
Oh, we
Yeah, you
do.
want the turkey leg.
They're not very happy with it, but I bet you it looks great.
No, it is like a garlic. I'll show you and you'll go, wow, it's like garlic.
This is something so good about like having a turkey drumstick that's like huge. You're walking around Disney like watching the fireworks or something. Yeah. Yeah, you get behind it just because of that. Like it's not that I'm not a huge fan of it. It's like I'll eat turkey at Christmas. Because that's what you do, but I prefer.
Lori Maxwell says that it's thunderstorming and pouring rain in Atlanta, USA. I know I'm Canadian, but I still don't understand Fahrenheit. What is 38 degrees Fahrenheit?
Well, 36 is 0.
Okay, so below zero.
So it's, well, 38 is just above 0. It'd be like
1 or 2.
half a degree.
Okay. That's not cold.
It's bloody freezing if you're talking about it.
Yeah, that's not cold.
From a size perspective, if it's down to 0, it's bloody
Yeah, for someone that grew up in Sydney,
bloody freezing.
and if it's 15, it's cold.
I have climatized. It's 25 and I'm wearing pants. Don't know if you guys can see, but
I was gonna put pants on to come in today, but all I have is my jeans from yesterday.
oh, the ripped ones.
Yeah,
You can totally rock those.
I could, but
Come in.
I also played a show in them and they were not wearable.
Oh, gross.
It was about 50 degrees in Frankie's yesterday.
Although it's 25 degrees in Australia, the sea wind does come in and it makes it feel a lot colder.
Put it down. In Sydney.
Well, in Sydney. In Sydney.
And also because you're working here, it's water, so
Yeah.
once you get all the way to Penrith, then everything is
Yeah, it's just hot again.
just hot or cold.
It's like his arms.
Not quite tall enough.
As you can see, they're looking at it because they're not very happy with it. What would you do differently, Dave?
I think it looks more like a garlic than an R2D2.
It looks like claptrap.
Like what?
Claptrap from Borderlands, upside down.
What?
Claptrap from Borderlands, but upside down.
Flap trap.
Yeah.
I never played Borderlands. I can't say I know what that is. Pretty good.
They need to like
So what's that then?
I think it'll
send it
you know.
to friends in the US. The ones who are watching this.
Maybe
Well,
just
sorry.
focus in a little bit on
I've got friends who are watching this. They saw me walking, they're like,
Right.
is that her?
Is that you? And you said yes.
In the flesh.
Yes, it is.
I'm here. How's life on your cold couch at home?
Pull a big one too, I guess. Cooper. So that people can really see it.
They're all big, aren't they?
Yes, you pull this out, and it's the same
We watched a documentary about making rock candy like this.
Oh yeah?
So it's quite fascinating. One of those, kids education programs.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So yeah.
Hello from Illinois.
We actually spoke to a woman yesterday, I forgot her name. She's an author and she was writing a book about
playing
candy
Betty Bow.
making and stuff. What's that?
About playing Betty Bow.
Sugar
No,
palette.
she's writing a new novel coming out next year or something. Some woman that was said out. What's the name? Apparently she's written like 40 novels in a time or something.
Wouldn't be, well, my brain is like 40 years old.
Like a garlic up.
She's a history writer, so she's writing about a confectioner from the
Looks like Jeff
1920s
Bezos
in the
is
Bronx.
like this.
Yeah.
Really?
Bobby Allen just wants to say thank you to Dave for the candy that he received. He said it was great.
Who?
Bobby Allen?
Oh, you're welcome, Bobby. He, Dave.
Finish saying goodbye, everyone. I hope you have a lovely day.
Alright. I think you should just pull it out quick. That looks stiff as a board.
Yep. Yeah, by the end of the day, it'll look great.
stiffer than the Pope or the Boy Scout Jamboree.
Janet's saying that you can watch the Olympic ceremony
Yeah, I don't know
live
what's that back
for 3.5
to that
hours.
Stiffer than
Nothing,
it's stiffer than Scotty Morrison at a coal mine.
I was going to say, Ray, he wants to say, well, fitter than somebody who's Scott Morrison who wants to shake a hand off.
I would say Sam.
He's getting some bad press at the moment.
That's because he's an incompetent big man.
Everyone's talking about school being canceled because they're getting 14 to 18 inches of snow overnight. That's a lot of snow.
Glad you clarified that in time.
Donna's getting real upset.
Games for mine, take it away.
Donna's upset. She says, no, 32 is not 0.
Doing the same.
So what is the error for Pepper?
I don't know. She just says it's not 0 though. Thank you, Donna. Whenever I think of the name Donna, I think of that 70s show. You know the Donna in that 70s show? No? I'm alone on this one. All right. She's very tall and ginger hair.
I do know the show you're talking about.
It's a great show.
Was it though?
I thought so.
As good as, it was at least as good as 2.5 Men.
2.5 minutes, okay.
My wife's watching something terrible by Chuck Lorre. Chuck Lorre. He did all those shows, 2.5 Men.
Yeah,
I'm watching Seinfeld at the moment.
Okay.
It's quite good.
it's on TV.
No, it's on my TV though.
Okay.
It's on Netflix.
It's on TV all the time.
Oh, really? I don't have TV. I don't know why. I haven't bought the cable.
Annabelle, what's that show Mum really liked? Hey? It's called Mum, is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Mom.
M-O-N or M-U-N?
No, I think it's M-O-N.
Oh, good. How it should be spelled. Mom with the U makes no sense.
That's what it's pronounced.
You're like putting a P in raspberry. Why?
We're back there.
We're back there. Cooper's like, stop. Kill me. All week. That 70 show was better than 2.5 Men. I'm with you there, Felicity.
They're all the same show.
Yeah, I think
They
so.
kind of are.
That one and Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory is the least funny comedy.
I don't think it's second. Did you know they were making like $5 million an episode each?
For Big Bang Theory.
Insane. Yeah, for Big Bang Theory.
Remember back when The Simpsons, the voice actors of The Simpsons started making $1 million per episode.
Wow.
That was like back in the 90s. That was big news.
To be fair, there was like 3 of them doing like 30 voices. So,
Like that, yeah.
And to be fair, it's a very funny show.
The Simpsons was very
Yeah,
good
that's the
after
only
that
show I
season
don't get on
decade.
with. The Simpsons.
They're still making it, aren't they?
I think maybe they stopped at 30 or something.
Really? Why does he look like a Dalek to me?
Do you want to give everyone a sneak peek so they can see?
Yeah, I'm going to cut it up, which is because this one's so stiff, it's taking it. I'm just going to pull it all out. I'm about to cut them up.
For everyone that has stayed through the whole process, thank you so much. This has been quite a lengthy one.
Has been. You can bring the camera down if you would like. I think around them.
Hello. Here we go.
Yeah. More of a shoulder than anything. Yeah.
You ever trouble with the back thing?
No, not so much.
There we go.
It's going to be constantly doing
Ta-da, and that's it. We've done some quite hard lollies this morning, I have to say.
If you lose a bit of your peripheral, so when we're cutting at the end, I find it crane a lot more than
You have
it
been
used to.
extremely patient. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. We're going to cut some up and you can have a look at what we've done. Decide for yourself if it's a Dalek or an R2D2.
R2D2.
I think it's because he's.
Lauren it says, shut your mouth, Cooper. Sheldon Cooper was the best Cooper.
Disagree. Anyone that needs to yell a catchphrase and have a laugh track inserted for their joke to land is not very funny.
Bazinga.
Has he got a
There's
catch?
no laughter.
No, you
Rubbish.
Has he got a catchphrase?
Yeah, every time he tells a joke that doesn't go anywhere, he yells Bazinga. And then a laugh
You
track
be
plays.
careful. Lauren's obviously got a thing.
Yeah, not funny. Poor taste, Lauren. Poor taste. Thanks.
Kelly Matthews says, hello, Dave. Tony
Hey, Kelly.
Croft says, Dave, happy rugby league.
Happy Rugby League, Tony. Oh, the season is almost upon us.
Roy, are you going to do the Winter Olympics thing again?
I don't think so. No one's allowed to go to China. They've
I don't know. They were so good.
well, when they did the Sydney Olympics, that was gold, comedy
I
gold.
think they did the last Winter Olympics. I think they did once a week.
All right, everybody gets to see what we've done. I'll cut some up. My apologies. At least this way, no one's going to sue us. We won't get sued by Doctor Who or by Star Wars.
Lynn Nelson agrees with you, Cooper. I think he looks very good.
I don't think he looks like R2 though.
I think he's missing a few buttons, but I think he kind of looks like R2.
Here you go. There is R2D2. He didn't end up the way he should have, I don't think. It's kind of close, but very Dalek-y, very... I don't know. Not our finest effort, Cooper, but I think it works in the science fiction. I think if you crossed a Dalek with R2D2 with Jeff Bezos' spaceship, that needs to get that. Jeff Bezos' spaceship. I don't know. Oh, I'm a little disappointed. And it was so stiff, and it was a hard lolly, and.
Linda Justman says, I love all the work that you do. Thank you.
Yeah, look, sorry it wasn't perfect. I do get disappointed when they're not perfect. Now, would you like to get a bit of Jeff Bezos' spaceship in your mouth? You come over here, because
Dusty saying, he looks alright.
he is alright, it's alright, it'll
Better
work.
than what I could do. What do you think?
It'll look great in the science fiction mix, which will be available next weekend, along with our HAL, and they are quite ambitious lollies.
Elizabeth is saying, we love it. What a
Pretty
great
nice,
job. Well done, Alan. Dave, it's the first time and it looks great. Don't
Thank you.
fussy.
I think I know what to do now to get it better next time. R2.
Is R2D2 one of the more difficult ones you've done then?
Oh, well, no, I picked him because he shouldn't have been that fast at all.
Oh, okay.
But once again, one of those ones that you do and you've done it and then you go, I know how to do that better next time. Like really, if his arms had been longer, really, I think the fact that his arms are so short really hurts.
Really hurts. Kelly Matthews says, those are one of a kind.
They will be a one-off, a unique little R2D2.
Hello from India.
That's quite good, just not all of it.
Lisa says it's absolutely amazing.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, mate.
Mary says, you look great, guys. Awesome job. Someone just said, wow.
It's going to be a great mix, I have to say. Even if this one's not perfect, the HAL 9000, Baby Yoda was great. They did last weekend. Cooper and Annabelle are going to come back and make a
I think we're doing the
fairy
frog.
garden lolly, aren't you? A
Yeah,
frog.
frog.
A frog on the TikTok. A frog on the TikTok.
Everyone's saying, I love it. It looks great, guys. You did an amazing job. Super awesome.
You don't have to lie, YouTube. You don't have to lie, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Alyssa Brady is saying, my husband would love these. He's a huge Star Wars fan.
Well, they will be available next weekend in our science fiction mix. There's a couple we've still got to do. We've got to do the Star Trek logo and something else.
Yeah, that would be hard.
I was going to do...
What's up?
Can't take any now?
No, I didn't have it yet.
I was
You
going
can
to
have a
do,
bag of these if you want one.
like what I really wanted to put in this mix was KD 6-3.7. But everybody goes, no one's going to know what that is. No one's going to know what that is. If you know what KD 6-3.7 is, help me out. Tell everybody it's wildly popular and everybody knows what it is. A little bit of a clue, Officer KD 6-3.7.
Oh!
Wheatley wants to know if you've ever made a Smurf lollies. That would be exciting, a Smurf mix.
They all look the same except for one though.
Officer KD 6-3.7.
All the way mix.
How can it be only me? How can I be the only one? Super Nerd Day.
You are one of those.
Still warm.
Can't be dash talking to you after this long.
It is not. It is not. Miranda, I know she's looking for someone to say I know what that is, but no one will.
Judy Frog, you are much of a perfectionist. It looks great.
They will be
Bye,
delicious.
it looks great. Brenda's saying, what Ian's tattoo in the wall?
Blink 182 logo.
We could do a crap bands logo, a crap bands mix, and have Blink 182 and
We just have to do all Lily's because it would really rub it away.
who's the crappiest band of all time? What are they?
Europe.
Look at this photograph.
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
No. I put my foot down. I love Nickelback.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
Right, we're going to have a conversation that's going to conclude this live employment.
Thanks for coming in, really appreciate it, mate. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you, take care.
I love that you have the balls to say I like Nickelback.
I like Rockstar, Miranda. Do you like Rockstar by Nickelback?
I do.
I think that's my favourite one of theirs.
Oh, that's a bomb. What a song that is, yeah.
It's like,
I'm sure we're standing on the summer every
David, let's be done with these, so I need to have a word with you about the questions you're asking in these interviews. You're not asking the important ones.
I'm obviously not asking you important questions.
I didn't lie when I said I didn't watch Top Gun and I still got the job.
I haven't watched Top Gun and I like Nickelback.
See, how did you get the
And
job?
Hawkeye is the
Holy
best
crap.
Avenger.
And Hawkeye is the best Avenger.
Listen, you said you can come in tomorrow for a trial, but you have to watch Top Gun. I actually watched Top Gun again.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he did. He's a good employee. He doesn't like Nickelback.
Model employee right here. Hates
Oh, yeah.
Nickelback, doesn't mind Top Gun. You know?
I put on Top Gun for 5 minutes and then I turned it off.
Oh, but you didn't even make it to the top of
He
volleyball
turned it
team.
off after 5 minutes.
I saw
He wouldn't have even got through the title.
You wouldn't have got through to volleyball.
You would have been like just into Kenny Loggins.
just want to get
Highway to the danger zone.
Donna says she loves Nickelback too. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
totally with you there.
I know that they're out there, Donna. They do seem to get like sell records and stuff.
It's like one of those joke albums that you give people.
Who else?
Like when you give your like, weird uncle the same Michael Bublé Christmas hit CD for the 7th year in a row.
See, we could run a poll on like what crap bands should we include in the crap bands mix, but I think we might just go through Miranda's iPod.
I think just do Nickelback album covers.
I got a lot of country in there.
I bet you do. That doesn't surprise me at all.
I got an entire
Garth Brooks.
playlist.
A lot of Garth Brooks.
Not a lot of Garth Brooks, that's it. More people you just don't know. There's a guy I went to school with in my playlist. He's a famous country singer.
Okay, you can share the name or
I'm sorry,
do you
David
want-
Eagleson.
Dave Eagleson.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Who's a famous country singer? You're going to be upset.
Because he's good.
Yeah.
Oh, would you like a lolly?
Great.
I'm going to line these up. I'm going to show everyone our fabulous R2D2. Oh my God, it's extraordinary. It's like being in a photograph. No R2, we're going to the negative system.
Very honest, Trench is great. Someone's saying very honest, Trench is good for
If you've got a great idea for the worst band in the world, and obviously Nickelback's already on the list,
Yeah, top of the list.
top of the list,
Top of the list.
reach out, share it with us in the DMs, put it in the comments.
Share with Europe.
ABBA. You don't like ABBA.
Coldplay.
Coldplay, yeah, they'll be on there.
I quite like Coldplay. That's it.
Summer.
That's it. Thank you so much for spending a bit of time with us. I'm going to turn this around and show you our R2D2, part of our sci-fi mix. Where are we? There. And as you can see, I know if those arms had been longer and he didn't have like a
Yeah, I feel like that
kind of
dropped on
phallic
paper
head,
a little.
I think it would be a lot better. But that's it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you if you joined us on the Facebook this morning for our cancer fundraiser. We've got one more to do this afternoon. Cooper and Annabelle are going to make something for our fairy garden thing on TikTok. Frog? Is it the frog?
Yes, we're gonna do
The frog. And apart from that, we'll see you next time on
Frogs and
Facebook.
TikTok. Together at last.
Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Stay kind and clever. Look after the people around you. We'll see you next time. Bye.